Welcome to Andy's Garage. I'm Andy Phillips. Today I'm going to be doing a product review on this tire sealant by Slime. So let's go ahead and get started. This is what the container looks like. Now you want to make sure when you purchase this, the particular vehicle we're using this video is just a little compact car, so this one's for cars and trailers. If you're getting it for an SUV or something bigger, then you want to make sure that you get the one that's made for larger tires. Otherwise, it won't be enough capacity in here for the tire you're dealing with. But if we take a look here at the front, emergency flat tire repair, seals instantly, no jacks needed, safe and easy. And it also claims that it's tire sensor safe. So this particular attachment reminds me of the old fix-a-flat styles. I'm not a huge fan of those. I like more the ones with the hose, like you see on a lot of the other kind of flat tire sealants. I did do a video where I showed how to use a fix-a-flat, kind of did a review of it as well. If you want to check that out, you can do so via the link above, also down in the description. Here's the tire that we're going to be addressing. You can see it's completely flat. Tire is down on the rim all the way down to the ground. Unfortunately, the valve stem is off to the side here, so I'm going to have to back it up slowly to get the valve stem down at a 6 o'clock position as they recommend so we can put this on properly. Now with this tire, just to give you a little bit of history, this thing has a really bad leak. I'll fill it up with air. Within 24 hours, it's about half flat, and within 48 hours, it's completely down to the ground as we're seeing here. So it'll be very easy to tell if this works or not. So let's go ahead. I'm going to back this up, and then we'll start applying it so we can get this thing in action and see what it does. But let's take a look here on the back. It's pretty easy to follow, but here's the directions for use. So what you want to do is you want to start off, you want to position the valve at a 6 o'clock position on the tire. Next, we're going to shake vigorously for 15 seconds. You want to make sure that you really shake up the solution in here. Step 3, we're going to turn the container upside down, screw it onto the valve stem clockwise. And then we're going to allow 30 seconds for the can to fully discharge all of the solution inside of it, and then we'll unscrew it when it's completely empty. We're going to remove it. Then we're going to end off with inflating the tire to the proper recommended pressure. All right, we are right at 34 psi, which is what I normally put in here. And then we'll drive the car, and then once we're done driving it, we'll check the pressure, make sure everything is still good on this thing. Now, right here at the bottom, what they do have, Slime is guaranteed not to clog or damage your TPMS device. After installation, slight sealant may come in contact with the sensor and temporarily cause it to give a false reading or a system error. The device can be cleaned, inspected, and recalibrated by a tire professional. And then, as with any of these kind of solutions, if you are going to take it to a tire place after you use it to get the tire replaced, you do want to let them know that you do have this additive in there, so when they remove it from the rim, it doesn't spray out. Cap this off, and we're going to take it for a drive, and then we'll be back in a couple days to see how it's holding up. Now, it's important if you put any kind of these tire sealants in that you do take it for a drive, you want it to circulate properly. That way it doesn't just settle in one area. And you're going to drive it slow, you're not going on the highway, but that'll get it circulating all around and prevent it from just globbing up. And also the valve stem, it's very important when you put it in that you fill it with air right away, because otherwise they can also clog the valve stem. I've had that happen in the past also when air was not put in right away. So it's important you put it in, You put air right into it, that way you push all that through, and then you drive it to get it circulating so that way it can seal properly. Just finished taking it for a drive. I'm going to check the pressure, make sure that it's where it needs to be capacity-wise, and then we'll let it sit and be back in a couple days to see how it's holding up. But let me just get the tire checked. Also make sure the valve stem is nice and clean, which it is, free of any of the sealant. And we are still good, right at 34. All right. And as mentioned already, normally within 24 hours, I would start to see the tire go down some, and then by 48 hours, completely rim on the ground. So we will be back to check it at those 2 points, at 24 and at 48, and then see how it's holding up, and then we'll conclude this product review. Here we are now. It has been 24 hours, so this is the first day after we put it in. The tire looks good. It looks a little low on the bottom, but that's just a profile of these particular tires, but everything looks good. Tires look solid. It has now been 48 hours, so this is day 2. Let's take a look here at this tire. Still looks good. Let's check it here. Nice and firm still. At this point, this would have been rim on the ground. Here we are now. It has been now 3 days. So we are now 3 days into it. Tire still looks good. Let's check it. Still nice and firm. Looking good so far. All right, guys, here we are now. We are on day 4. Everything is still looking good. Tire doesn't look like it went down at all. Let's get a check here. Still nice and firm. Looking good. All right, here we are now, day 5. Tire still looks good. Let's check it here. Still nice and solid and firm. Everything looks good all around, so it's holding up. All right, here we are now. We are on day 6 that we put this in. Let's check it. Still nice and firm. Everything is still looking good. We are now at day 7 of having the Slime Tire Sealant in here, as we've just seen the different shots throughout the days. And as I mentioned at the beginning, normally within 24 hours, this tire would be about half down. By 48 hours, rims on the ground. As we saw the first 6 days, tire was solid, everything looked fine. We're now day 7. Same thing, nice and firm. I'm going to go ahead and get my tire gauge. We'll put it on here and see. If you remember at the beginning, we had it filled up to 34 PSI. Let's see how that looks so we can wrap up this product review. You can see our gauge here. We are at about 33 PSI. We had it up to 34, but then again, it has been just sitting out here. The weather has been colder, so we'll kind of give it the benefit of the doubt. But either way, we're at 33. We were at 34. Only went down one pound there in the course of 7 days. I would say that's very good. All right, that wraps up this product review for this tire sealant by Slime. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a 10. I mean, this thing, in my opinion, did great. Like I said, it did drop one pound, but that could be, we could say that that's because of the temperature change in the car sitting. With tires, sometimes that can change a little bit. Either way, 7 days into it, this is still nice and firm, where normally days ago it would have been down on the ground. As mentioned at the beginning, normally I don't use this. This is the first time I've tried this product. Normally I use Fix-A-Flat. You can check out that video down in the description below if you want to see that product, but I was impressed. So this will definitely be one that I'll be considering going forward. Scale of 1 to 10, give it a 10. I hope this product review was informative for you, kind of showed you what this can do. As mentioned already, you do want to make sure that if you are purchasing it, you get it for the appropriate vehicle. If you're dealing with an SUV or a truck or whatever, you want to get the larger one. This one's for cars and trailers that I used here because it's just a little compact car. So please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. As always, I appreciate all the support. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.